Hello and welcome. I'm gonna be starting a new playing series for Stellaris. Um, One of those things that I've always wanted to do, and today is January 1st of 2021, and I'm going to make this video go live today on January 1st, 2021. My goal is to make sure I have some sort of video every single day. I think it could be fun, and I really look forward to playing some games I know, maybe trying some new ones, and maybe having some fun with it as well. I got Stellaris here in front of me because it's a game I really do enjoy playing, but I've never really played it through to completion. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to start a new game here and create a new species. Now, what I was thinking for this was kind of a thematic sort of thing. We have these new necroid species here, and I thought it would be really funny or interesting if we used a necroid species, but as a corporation, so that we can almost have a entity that is consuming everything and spreading across the galaxy. And of course, being a corporation, all our workers are probably dead on the inside. So, which of these look pretty cool? I mean, this is pretty neat. I mean, they're all pretty disgusting in their own sort of right. These guys remind me of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yep, these guys look particularly evil. Alright, Malarnock. Okay. Do they have a necroid? Yeah, they got necroid names. I'll go with this. Okay. Now, one of the things is I almost want to wait on this until, let's see here. Grim Shepherd. I feel like that's kind of good. And because we're dead, we're probably going to want to go on the arid world, you know. City appearances. We're definitely going to go with Necroid. So the government, I want to do corporate. I want to make sure that this is corporate with, so we're definitely going to be materialist, like fanatic materialist, because that makes a whole lot more sense. And then we want to be able to spread our products across the country, galaxy. So xenophile as well, I think, would fit for this. But if we look here, let's see, brand loyalty. This mega corporation has fostered a great sense of brand loyalty among its internal consumer base. Or slogans can be recited by nearly everyone. Let's see, monthly unity, 15%. That's pretty good. Criminal heritage. Franchising relies heavily on franchising. Subsidiaries share a greater cut of their profits from their corporate overlord. Are licensed to market their goods under established brands, so subject power relations and empire sprawl from branch offices, minus 25%. Empire sprawl could be good. Help us get a little bit wider, but we had two of these. Ruthless competition. So leader level cap +1, leader experience gain plus 10%. levels of saying this mega corporation constantly vying with each other in ruthless competition. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Okay, that feels thematically better than most other things, and I almost think media conglomerate. I almost think brand loyalty. We got to make sure that people really like our things, because if they like our things, it means that they're probably um, willing to buy our products. And we want them to buy our products, because how else is the corporate machine going to continue to turn? Alright, knowing that, I think a few things. Industrious, intelligent. Intelligence usually good. We have a good R&D department here, so I would say good intelligent there. And let's see here. I would say, thematically speaking, what would fit a sedentary? Honestly, that feels potentially right, because our species, they're a little bit they want to buy our products and sit at home and use them, so sedentary would make some sense. And solitary actually would make a lot of sense as well. In crowded conditions, yeah, everyone just wants to be at home playing on our consoles and that sort of thing. But because we're sort of an undead, I'm gonna do endearing, because we live a long time, right? Because we can have this undead thing going on. And then I would say engineering, because quite honestly, we gotta be able to, R&D department can engineer some pretty good stuff there. Origin, now this is important. What would be the origin? Now I think, is there a necrophage one of these? Yeah, right here. Necrophage right here. So the civilization evolved as a parasite, feeding off other sapient life forms for growth. Does that sound like anything else that you might be thinking of? Corporations definitely feel like parasites at times, don't they? As it extends its reach across the galaxy, other species will come to be seen as either apprentices to be brought into the fold, or merely as food to sustain its growing might. So, that's a big thing right there. But does not have xenophile. Okay, I will have to look into changing that, which is fine. See the traits here. Nope. Right here. So I can't have xenophile, so I actually need to do what else would make sense here? Well, corporations are run by someone, so authoritarian feels pretty good there. Okay, so we have our pre-patent species. This is basically, who do we use? And I'm thinking, based on the way we look here, is that a reptilian almost look to it? No, I'm gonna go humanoid on this one. So let's see here, and honestly, we'll just go humanoids. We change dramatically. Gyroids, yeah. And because gyrone, because it's kind of a gyrone to work at these places. Alright, in humanoid, we're gonna go, yeah, we'll just go with humanoid 2 there. And our subspecies actually gets their own traits. Now, they are basically going to be our little worker bees. So we want them probably to be a little bit different, like rapid breeders could be very useful, but we don't want them to be able to just be anywhere, so non-adaptive. I think that'll help balance out the fact that they make a lot of children, but they don't go anywhere. Docile could make sense. Weak, yeah, because they're fleshy form. You know, they're alive. They're weak. Only death is strong. And then, of course, maybe fleeting. Because we're gonna want... Because they're not gonna live long. They need to become, you know, undead. So I kind of got myself into a weird corner here with trait points left. So, ingenious, agrarian, industrious. I got 2 points left. I'm going to remove... You know what? Let's see, is there something that's for extremely adaptive or venerable? Nothing that's just a straight up add 4. Yeah, let's just go industrious here. That's fine. So, they work hard, but they have short, sort of, lives. And actually, we're going to remove weak, because if they're industrious, we can say that they do that. And we'll just give them natural engineers. That'll balance out. So we already got that, origin, necrophage, government ethics, got that.
Entropy, dilapidation, decay. The gradual heat death of the universe can be quite fascinating, if you stop for a moment and think about it.
Yeah, I think so too. Alright. Malarnox systems, yeah. And for the flag, we want something really corporate-y, but like harsh. Like this, but like black, but the secondary color is red, but like angly. Yeah. Almost looks like a warning symbol. Ship appearance, we have, yeah, Necroid ships. Let's do that. And the ruler, we'll go with Ketra Almkoff. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, it feels kind of harsh. Alright. Here we go. So we're going to do that. Now, I have normally played on large, but I think for this, we're just going to do medium stars, spiral arms, yep. AI. I like it to be a bit crowded, so I want to really up the number of people that are in the game. Marauders, okay. Everything basically is default for things. Admiral difficulty. Yeah, I'll try it. I might not win, but we'll try it. Normal aggressiveness, that, Iron Man on. Alright, I think we're ready to go. Hit play. Let's get this thing started. Alright, here we are in the not-so-distant past. Exeter was dominated by a fairly unremarkable species. To all onlookers, they would have seemed to be following a standard meandering course of development, with occasionally rapid periods of innovation interspersed with much longer periods of seemingly insurmountable setbacks. However, unbeknownst to them, their planet was home to a second intelligent species, us. For millennia, we, the Malarnox, remained undetected by the planet's proprietors. Little more than vague rumors of terrors in the night, we were a fairy tale told only to scare misbehaving juveniles, but they were wrong to discount us. As their rate of technological progress quickened, so too did our infiltration of their society. When their fall came, it was swift and bloody. We ruthlessly took control of the planet, our precursors reduced to subservience and gradual absorption into the Malarnock race. Now armed with the recently discovered secret of FTL travel, we are ready to take to the stars and remake all species of the galaxy in our likeness. Okay, let's begin. So let's take a look at our home system here. Kind of interesting. A few things here and there that we can do. Construction ship right away. I think we'll want to probably get this station going here. Research. None of these are great choices. Research station output is usually pretty good. Physics researchers probably want that soon, but probably do just this because this is 10% of all research station. Society, pop growth speed, naval base from soldier jobs +2. Society research from researchers. Again, not the best, but we'll go with this here to get it growing. Alright, so mining station output +10%. It unlocks Nebula Refinery. Okay, that could be good. Army damage and minerals from jobs +5%. Minerals aren't something we traditionally run into issues with, so I'm not rushing to this or this, so I guess I'll go with that. And finally, we got our science ship. We got our guy here, Mo on Endek. So let's take a look at our galaxy. Alright, here we are, kind of in a unique sort of spot out here. Yeah, kind of a bridge between two arms while being kind of probably around multiple areas here. You can see all the different paths that kind of come out here, and this is kind of like a loop. So, and this dead ends here, it looks like. So that's a nice little area that we'll probably have to ourselves, as long as we get through here and here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to survey. So hit survey, hold shift, and then I can queue up multiple sort of stars to survey. Alright, and I think you can see our planet here. Pretty straightforward. Commercial zones to start with. Chamber of Elevation. This is where our people become enlightened to the ways and they can become corporate elites. Alright, unpause, normal speed. We're gonna just up the speed a bit. So one of the things to note up here is we got all these different things, and I would do a second science ship, but we can't actually hire a second scientist until we get to 200 credits, so we gotta wait a couple months before we can do that. So I'm just gonna hit the speed up a bit here. The shipyard here, shipyard, science ship, 100 here. We'll get that started.
Construction venture completed.
Oh good, that's our construction ship. Okay, sorry about that. Weird, I stopped recording by accident and then started recording again, so here we are. Thankfully, haven't really done anything since that happened. I noticed it pretty quickly, so that was good. And contact report remnants. The Moloch system is buzzed with news of the alien remnants that were recently studied. So this is the Ute chain that I did get as a pop-up before I noticed that it wasn't recording. So that is what they are remarking on. So construction ship is going. Pause that real quick. And then science ship, we got a second scientist ship. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here. And we're going to recruit someone because we have the credits for it now. We're going to look here. So none of these are specific to surveying or anything like that. So what I like to do is just figure out who the youngest person is and assign them. So again, we are going to select survey, and we're just going to actually have them survey the closest systems first. And now we're going to go back to play. So early part of the game is a little bit slower, so we usually will speed up the time here. And actually that's what caused me to have the issue with the recording. Apparently the speeding up and slowing down of time are the same hotkeys as starting and stopping the recording when for OBS. So lesson learned, and I've got that changed. So an ancient space station of some kind has been located at the edge of the Chitib system. The strong residual subspace signature as far as the station indicates that it may be a gateway of sorts, part of a theoretical network of similar stations that at some point would have allowed for near instantaneous travel between different parts of the galaxy. Assuming this is a gateway, its current state of disrepair has rendered it unusable. If it could be restored into working order, its owner would potentially be able to access any other functional gateways in the galaxy, enabling travel across huge distances in a matter of days. Alright, so what that is I believe L-Gate insights in the gateway system. You can find different things, gateways, wormholes, and those sorts that allow travel, but these are definitely special, so very cool that we have one in the system right next to ours. We will want to be careful though.
Construction venture completed.
Construction is completed, so we'll just right click and build mining station. 100 minerals. We'll get those 3 minerals online and we'll get that started. Realistically, I might want to get one more science ship going. Get 3 science ships going so we can go out in 3 different directions here. Okay, 2 different things happening at once. Alright, this is really long. 2,000 days. That's a crazy. We're gonna leave that be for now. But the other thing here, as Wani civilization, we have detected the presence of a primitive alien civilization in the Bonago system. They have advanced into the equivalent of an Iron Age and are divided into numerous petty kingdoms and empires. Their species is spread across almost the entire surface of the planet. We should consider building an observation post above their world to study them more closely. Interesting. So that's over here in this system. So, could be potential customers. The primitives, the scientific community on Exeter is excited to receive the report on intelligent alien life. They may not be capable of spaceflight, but the aliens of this planet are quantifiably intelligent. Their society shows all the hallmarks of a moderately advanced culture. Prominent xenologists note that this is an excellent opportunity to study a society, perhaps not unlike the ones we have previously only found ancient remains of. Interesting.
Strange happenings are afoot.
Alright, so this one, 180 days. It's still a good amount of time, but it's not a crazy amount of time, so I'm going to click research on that one. And one of the things I want to do is I kind of want to look at this primitive world here, so we can get a little look at this. So we got stone palaces, primitive dwellings, nothing really going on. Their population is growing. What do they look like? Does it say? No. Alright. Alright, so we'll head back out. We got this science ship ready to go, so we're gonna recruit this. And right here, no. Again, none of them are any good, so I'll just go over the... And then we'll just do some sort of... We'll get this one going out into the great unknown. We also got a tradition available. So we click this, and we have our traditions available. Each one is a different way of playing. So we got expansion for, expanding out into the galaxy, domination, taking over the planets and others, prosperity, making sure our world, our society, our economy is strong, harmony, we work well with each other, supremacy, basically, we're going to put our boot down on your throat. Adaptability is we can pretty much go anywhere. Discovery is more of a, we're going to look at and discover the entire galaxy. And then the perks happen when you unlock these. So prosperity would be a good one for us. Discovery as well. I am going to go with discovery because it helps with all the anomalies and actually exploring. So let's do that to begin with. Nothing else going on there, so...
Construction venture completed.
Alright, so our construction ship is just gonna chill for a bit because we haven't finished surveying these places yet, so... Oh, this is a dead end here. You can see, because you can see these slight kind of lines going off, but they're not defined. There's no lines coming off here, so that tells me that that's a dead end. And in fact, if we look closely, we don't see any lines coming off of here. So the only way into this little sector here from this way, it looks like is from this line here. Which means if we can expand out to here, we have a lock on this. And with us maybe expanding out to here as well, we'd have a lock on this. So we could have a good sort of core area here. And then out this way we can expand out. Alright, what do we got? In studying the bizarre readings surrounding Chafib, the crew of the ISS Coptep have discovered that the entire system's gravimetrics are off the charts. Science officer Enon Amkoff suspects that the Chafib gateway is somehow interfering with our sensor data, or otherwise responsible for the unaccounted for mass in the system. A more detailed study of the gateway may yield more insight.
The situation log has been amended.
So you look here, gravity anomalies. So this is a special project. So if we kind of come in here, you can see, so we got the science ship here, and we got the anomalies here. So what we can do is we select the science ship, and we hold shift control, and we right click on this, and we research project. So basically what that does is it adds that task to this top of the queue of this, because it's already got all this other stuff to do. So it'll go do that first. And hit play.
A system survey has concluded.
Alright, the system's fully surveyed. I think,
A special project is complete.
examine after the Chepti gateway did not proceed as anticipated, with sensors registering gravitational influence orders of magnitude beyond expected values. Officer Enon and Conf cheats the source to the very center of the derelict space-time conduit. What they found there appears to have changed them. For days following their return, Enon spoke of massive, indescribable structures of matter in the void of space far beyond any stars, exerting an inexorable gravitational pull. Enon claims our galaxy streams helplessly, inevitably towards them. The missions left the team shaken, no less for the fact that shortly after the experience in the conduit, the abnormal readings suddenly stopped. Well, that's disconcerting. But we did get some physics research, 244, and then paranoid terrain skill level. And skill level changed by 2. Oh, cool. Skill 2, okay. So, research. One of the things about research is as you look up here and you get, and this is how much research we're doing of each thing per month, but you can see here we got stored 244. What that actually means is that although we're producing 20, we're going to use the same amount of the stored each month, so what we're actually doing is 40. So when we look at our technology, when it says it takes 2,000, that's how much research. So if we're doing 20 per month for 2,000, that's how long you end up doing math for. But when you have some extra like this with the stored, then you end up with going a little bit faster for a little while. So it's kind of neat like that. You can see we don't have any stored of the others. So here we go. And our construction ship, right? I think we'll build the outpost here. We want to start observing these people and getting some research from that.
An unusual phenomenon has cropped up.
That's another long one. We're going to leave that be for now. But look at this. We got a Gaia world. Ooh, that could be terrifying. Alright, what time is it? Alright. So, here we are. I think at this point we're going to put a pause in this, but I'm going to also be trying to make sure that we get one of these videos out every single day. So, until next time, have fun. Or my old science teacher used to say, be good, be safe, and have fun. There we go.